Okay. Hi.
Not okay.
Not okay. You want to know what's not okay?
The way your face looks.
True. Have you ever seen a pirate that spotted a bee?
No.
You know what they say?
I don't want to know.
Bee. Arr, bee.
Please don't do that.
I told you today's gonna be a good stream. I figured out a great way.
Please don't speak to me or my son ever again.
Wait, it's also my son, you know? The son doesn't really belong to anyone, so... And also, I don't plan to speak to the sun. I don't think it can understand me.
Wow. I'm just, I don't know. I was what the fuck, Richard? I'm an idiot. Okay, don't mind.
Hello,
me.
Nargor. Rip religion. I think religion died a long time ago. I hope.
About a week ago. Anyway.
What? What? I have no idea what you're on about. Well, would you like to talk about last week?
What? Who?
You.
No, I would not.
Okay. He does not want to talk about last week. Would you like to talk about this week?
Why would I talk about this week?
I mean, would you like to talk about next week?
Why would I want to talk about next week?
All right. I think that's... Yeah. If you don't have anything else to add, I guess we'll get right into pain and suffering.
Oh no, not again.
I gave you the opportunity to stall and procrastinate. You did not take it.
Yeah, I had to procrastinate on my procrastination. So I just ended up not doing it.
You sound like a pro procrastinator.
Yeah. No. I struggle with that, to be fair.
I have a pun ready, but I'm actually just gonna not.
Just don't. Yeah, please don't.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Numbers 27. Then there approached the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, who was the son of Joseph. And their names are Mahlah, and Noah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Tirzah. And they stood before us Moses and Eleazar the priest, and all the leaders of the people, at the door of the skytis tent of the covenant, and they said, Our daddy died in the desert, and was not with the sedition which was stirred up against the Lord under Korah, but he died in his own sin. He had no male sons. Why is his name taken away from his family? Because he had no son. Give us a possession among the kinsmen of our daddy. Wait, what? The triple Aaron Arab had no sons, so was it like where did they take away his name?
You're not allowed to have a name. Fucking banned.
I just want to point out, why is his name taken away from his family, and you literally found and replaced the name with triple Arab? The Bible fucking knows. And as Moses referred the case to the judgment of the Lord. And the Lord said to him, does that count? I mean, the Lord said to him being osmosis, and
yeah, true, yeah. You know what? I'd probably get moving with my drinking. Anyway,
get your one jar, you one man.
One whole jar.
A whole jar? Well, where else would you put?
Thanks, guys. Very cool.
And the Lord said to him, the daughters of Zelophehad are asking for something just. To give them a possession among the kinsmen of their daddy, and let them succeed in his inheritance. And to the sons of Israel you shall speak these things. When a man dies without a son, his inheritance shall be transferred to his daughter. Damn.
Wow.
That's like women's, well, not really rights, but privileges. I mean, definitely as second-class citizens, but hey, if you don't have any brothers, you know, that's, yeah. If he has no daughter, his brothers shall succeed him. But if there were also no brothers, you shall give the inheritance to the brothers of his daddy. Oh, so not to his sisters. Interesting.
Very.
To the brothers of his daddy. But if he has no paternal uncles, the inheritance shall be given to those who are closest to him. And this shall be, for the sons of Israel, consecrated as a perpetual law, just as the Lord has instructed Osmosis.
Wow, you perpetual fuck.
The Lord also said to Osmosis...
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did.
Ascend onto this mountain. Abarim. I guess Abarim is the mountain. Unless Osmosis is also called Abarim. But also, I hardly know him, obviously, but... And contemplate from there. Are you contemplating already?
Yeah, I'm having a lot of... I'm right in there.
No, we're talking about contemplating, not complaining, Terrace. I know you have a lot of complaints.
Wow.
Ascend onto this mountain, Abarim, and contemplate from there the land which I will give to the sons of Israel. And when you have seen it, you shall then go to your people, just as your brother Triple Arab went. For you offended me in the desert of sin at the contradiction of the multitude. Neither were you willing to sanctify me in their sight over the waters. Wait. Oh, I guess this is just a small... Okay, yeah, well, whatever. These are the waters of contradiction at Kadesh in the desert of sin. No. Osmosis answered him. Okay, does this also count? It's indirectly saying that Osmosis spoke to the Lord, which would be double, but it's not Osmosis spoke to the Lord, it's Osmosis answered him being the Lord, so...
Well, it's kind of like really on the edge, so how about we just take a regular sip as a
well, I'm sure you're also on the edge.
I'm on the edge of fucking something, and you're not gonna like it.
Please don't do that on stream, okay? That's gonna get me banned if you go and fuck something on stream.
Wow.
Where was it? Osmosis.
What if I censor it?
Do you have sensors? Okay, try again.
No, I give up.
Okay, let me do it. What if I censor it? Censor? But I hardly know her.
Wow.
Help. Osmosis answered him, May the Lord, the guidance of the spirits of all flesh, provide a man who may be over this multitude, and who may be able to exit and enter before them, and who may lead them out or lead them in. Lest the people of the Lord be like sheep without a shepherd. What?
Yeah, that's the one.
May the Lord, the guidance of spirits of all flesh, may the Lord provide a man who may be over this multitude, over all of the Israelites.
Just a one man.
A man who may be able to exit and enter before them. Like
that's the one.
An exhibitionist that has sex in public? Like exiting and entering what? A person? A village? Like... What? What do you actually enter or exit? What does that mean? You're still going in 2 hours. I will come back and now gotta do family stuff. Harris? Yeah, there you go. Who may lead them out or lead them in. Whatever the fuck that means. Lest the people of the Lord be like sheep without a shepherd. Nice.
Yes, yeah.
And the Lord said to him...
Wow, they're throwing a fucking curveball ass today.
Really making up for the skipping of last week, huh?
Wow.
Take Joshua, the son of Nun, a man in whom the Spirit is, and place your hand upon him. And he shall stand before Eleazar the priest and the entire multitude. Why is Eleazar then mentioned explicitly? Why is it not just before the entire multitude?
Because fuck you, that's why.
True. And you shall give him the precepts in the sight of all, and a portion of your glory, so that the entire congregation of the sons of Israel may listen to him. How do you give someone your glory? Or a portion of your glory?
You just share the whole. I need help.
I was thinking more like, okay, maybe you take off a slice, kind of like when you circumcise and then you maybe air fry it and give it to him.
Egg's gonna give it to you. I just need to drink more.
Nobody's stopping you.
Oh, you know what? That's a very good point.
On his behalf, if anything is to be done, Elijah the priest shall consult the Lord. He and all the sons of Israel with him and the rest of the multitude shall go out and enter in at his word. Are they playing hide and seek? What the fuck? As Moses did just as the Lord had instructed. And when he had brought Joshua, he set him before Elijah the priest and before the entire gathering of the people. And imposing his hands upon his head, he repeated all that the Lord had commanded.
Yeah, but he did.
Numbers 28. The Lord also said to Moses.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
I think the Lord heard your prayers about not drinking enough.
Wow.
Instruct the sons of Israel, and you shall say to them, offer my oblation and bread, and the incense of most sweet odor at their proper times.
Haha, bread.
These are the sacrifices which you must offer. 2 immaculate 1-year-old lambs, each day as a perpetual holocaust. You shall offer one in morning and the other in the evening. And the 10th part of an ephah of fine wheat flour, which has been sprinkled with the purest oil, and which has the measure of the 4th part of a hin. It is the continual holocaust which you offered at Mount Sinai as a most sweet odor of incense to the Lord. And you shall offer a libation of wine of the 4th part of a hin for each lamb in the sanctuary of the Lord. And you shall offer the other lamb similarly in the evening, according to all the rites of the morning sacrifice and its libations as an oblation of most sweet odor to the Lord. Then, on the Sabbath day, you shall offer 2 immaculate 1-year-old lambs and 2/10 of fine wheat flour sprinkled with oil as sacrifice, as well as the libations that are usually poured out on each Sabbath as a perpetual holocaust.
Subscription, awesome.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Banned from Twitch, also Greebening Skypat and Terrace Pat.
You have a pet?
But
It said Terrace Pet. Cat Peasant is greeting Terrace Pet. And I'm asking, what pet do you have?
wow. Kind of weird, actually.
Hello, Cat Peasant. Pet Terrace. Well, I can't really pet because, like, you know, he can only pet me.
Yeah, and I'm not in a very patting mood.
No, we already did that once. That's gotta be enough. Wait, you're not into petting?
Depends who I'm patting.
You're patting a website, so it's evenly spaced.
Hey! Subscription, awesome.
Uwu.
Oh, indeed, my dude.
Yeah,
My
it has
dude.
to- Don't do that.
Wait, where the fuck was I? They're easily as a perpetual holocaust.
You perpetually-
Then, on the first day of the month, you shall offer a holocaust to the Lord. 2 calves from the herd, 1 ram, 7 immaculate 1-year-old lambs, and 3/10 of fine wheat flour sprinkled with oil as sacrifice for each calf, and 2/10 of fine wheat flour sprinkled with oil for each ram, and 1/10 of fine wheat flour with oil as a sacrifice for each lamb.
What? That sounds like a lot of the same words just repeated again.
Honestly, I'm not really paying attention. It's just instructions on how to do a sacrifice. I don't need to know the exact measurements. That's like whatever. I don't care.
Well, if you do need to know the exact measurements?
Then I'll just burn in hell. I mean, it's not like I've never been to a sauna before. Wait, hype train is close. Oh my god! Just hey, you have 3 more minutes to give me more money. Sub, gift, or use bits now to start a hype train. Oh my god, that is so. Yeah, that doesn't work. I actually don't know. There's a minimum amount of bits to count it, but I don't know the amount, like 300 or something. Anyway, yeah, hype trains are a scam anyway. I participated in a hype train once and I got scammed.
Why did you get scammed?
So when they were new, I participated in a hype train and I did not get an emote, which everyone that participates in a hype train is supposed to get.
No.
And I wasn't the only one. That's why people always refer to it, even to this day. It's probably fixed, but even to this day, whenever a hype train is going on, people will call it scam train. Because it at least used to, and maybe still is, a scam. Hello, Mr. Burns. Bits, not bit. Yeah, Paris. More bits. More bits, Leo B's.
And I'll fix it. There you go. It's now bits.
Alright, you have used bits. Why is the hype train not starting?
Fucking gay.
It is a holocaust of most sweet odor and also an incest to the large. Now, these shall be the libations of wine, which are to be poured out for each victim. 1/2 portion of a hin for each calf, 1/3 for a ram, and 1/4 for a lamb. This shall be the holocaust for all the months, as they succeed one another in the turning of the year. Yeah, that's how months usually work, as far as I know. But hey, thanks for clarifying.
What do you know?
Likewise, a he-goat shall be offered to the Lord for sin, with a perpetual holocaust and its libations. Then, in the first month, on the 14th day of the month, shall be the Passover of the Lord. And the 15th day shall be a solemnity. For 7 days they shall eat unleavened bread. And the first day of these days shall be venerable and holy. I almost misread that as vegetable. Shall be venerable and holy. You shall not do any servile work in it. And you shall offer the incest of a holocaust to the Lord, 2 calves from the herd, 1 ram, 7 immaculate 1-year-old lambs. I want to point out how many. Maybe if you still have enough brain cells left, you can do some research right now, Terrace. I'm sure somebody went over the Bible and noted down all the sacrifices and like animals that you need to kill on a regular basis. So every first of the month you need to do this, and then there's this, and then there's the Passover, and like how many of which kind of animal do they need to kill on a regular basis? This is kind of getting insane. Unless I'm missing something, but yeah, it seems crazy. But the point I was originally trying to make, at the very least, it has to be 1-year-old lambs, which, you know, makes sense because otherwise, if they have to be super old, yeah, it's called Holocaust for a reason. Nice.
That's how you make a joke, Skydus. You need to learn from Mr. Burns. He's got the good stuff.
Wait, where did I think I stopped here? I got distracted. And you shall offer the incest of a holocaust to the Lord, 2 calves from the herd, 1 ram, 7 immaculate 1-year-old lambs, with each sacrifice from fine wheat flour which has been sprinkled with oil, 3/10 for each calf, 2/10 for each ram, and 1/10 for each lamb. That is for the 7 lambs, and 1 he-goat as for sin as an expiation for you. Aside from the morning holocaust, which you shall always offer. It's like fucking like it's like if you're at the doctor and he's like, all right, in the morning you take 2 of these pills and 3 of these and then a spoonful of this, and then in the afternoon 2 of this but none of these, and if you miss your morning then you do that now but not in the evening.
I can't find anything that goes like any convenient thing that does animal sacrifice things.
Would have been really interesting to know, but rip.
There's one thing that well, essentially says the reason that you'd sacrifice things is you made the gods angry and they're going to kill you, so you give them a pound of flesh instead of you, and then they're happy, which is the reason for the sacrifices.
But if you don't sin, you don't make them angry, or do you just make them angry by existing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, fair. Understandable. Most humans are pretty annoying. Especially that one.
I mean, look at Skydus.
You shall do this on each day of the 7 days as fuel for the fire, and as a most sweet odor to the Lord, which shall rise up from the holocaust and from each of the libations. Likewise, the seventh day shall be very honored and holy for you. Not just honored, very honored, whatever the fuck that means. Any servile work you shall not do in it.
Wow.
And also, the day of the first fruits after the weeks have been fulfilled, when you shall offer new fruits to the Lord, shall be venerable and holy. You shall not do any servile work in it. Might as well just forbid servile work for altogether. What?
Wow.
And you shall offer a holocaust as a most sweet odor to the Lord. How many holocausts as a most sweet odor to the Lord are we offering now?
Yes.
I literally feel like I'm reading the same thing, phrased slightly differently, over and over.
I don't even think it's phrased differently at this point. I think it's literally just the same thing repeated again and again.
No, I'm pretty sure the amount is slightly different, but whatever. 2 calves from the herd, 1 ram, not from the herd, I guess, and 7 immaculate 1-year-old lambs, I guess also not from the herd. And also, as their sacrifices, fine wheat flour sprinkled with oil, 3/10 for each calf, 2 for each ram, 1/10 for each lamb, which altogether are 7 lambs. You know what? You might be right. It might just be literally the same word for word. Likewise, a he-goat, which is slain for expiation, aside from the perpetual holocaust and its libations. You shall offer only what is immaculate with the libations.
What the fuck?
What is this?
What the absolute... I think you found what you wanted, but it's...
Oh,
I think I'm too much of a vegetable today to understand it.
sacrifices in OT worship, whatever. OT?
Old Testament.
Oh, yeah.
You dumb fuck.
Material. Offerer, main
Oh my
purpose,
fucking
obligatory. Blood,
I
flesh.
did a thing and I'm upset.
What I'm mostly wondering about is how often, which unfortunately isn't mentioned, but thank you, Mr. Burns. That is very insightful. Holiness. Look at the last column. This is so stupid if you just look at it. This is so dumb.
Fuck's sake.
Most holy, most holy, most holy. Individuals are only holy, but congregations are most holy. Holy shit. Oh, hey, they even spelled God's name correctly down here.
Most holy shit.
Oh, wait, my cursor is showing. Yeah, down here.
Most
I can't-
holy shit.
Not highlighted, unfortunately, but yeah, they spelled right.
Jehovah.
YHWH. You know that song?
YMCA.
What? DMCA? Come on, I already made that joke before, like 2 or 3 times. Nah, whatever. This is a great starting point, but it only says, is that the amount? Like, it says what you have to offer, who win and all that, which is great, because I have no fucking clue. But what I was mostly wondering about is how many animals do you have to kill? Let's just say per month or per week, just like on a regular basis, on average.
Probably more than you can reasonably breed.
Well, remember back then they had an abundance of everything. Remember how they built the tabernacle of, the sky's tent of the testimony? Which was like, hey, put some gold here, and some gold here, and gold here, and here, and literally make the entire thing gold, basically. And somehow they had all that gold back then? Didn't we calculate there was like literal tons of gold?
Yeah. Yeah, we did, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's... Oh my god, this is amazing. Where were we?
No, we weren't.
There, oh yeah, we finished this and now we're... Wait, what?
What?
3?
What?
Numbers 29. Now, the first day of the 7th month also shall be venerable and holy to you. In it you shall not do any servile work, because it is the day of the sounding of the trumpets.
Wow.
What if trumpet is actually not what we think? It's not an instrument, but it's actually a pet, or several pets, which are of the race trump, which has now gone extinct. And you just kick them so they make a sound. So it's kind of like imagine if you have just a giant gathering of people that's kicking dogs and you just
What the fuck are you even talking about? Whatever the fuck you smoked before the stream, please adjust your dosage accordingly. Thanks.
those nuts.
You know what I should start doing?
You
for
dodged
these Bible
last week.
streams?
I have to make up for this. You know that.
I should start doing these Bible streams without my headphones. Just abandon them.
Just like the Lord abandoned you. Why are there random line breaks here? What?
You're welcome.
The formatting is just completely ruined once again. Anyway, I fixed, I think. Because it is the day of the sounding of the trumpets. And you shall offer a holocaust as a most sweet odor to the Lord. 1 calf from the herd. 1 ram, not from the herd, I guess. And 7 immaculate 1-year-old lambs from someone else's herd, I guess. And as their sacrifices, fine wheat flour sprinkled with oil. 3/10 for each calf, 2/10 for a ram, 1/10 for a lamb, which altogether are 7 lambs. Damn, I could not have figured this out myself. And a he-goat for sin, which is offered as an expiation for the people. Aside from the holocaust of the first day of the month with its sacrifices, and the perpetual holocaust with the usual libations. By these same ceremonies, you shall offer incense as a most sweet odor to the Lord. Likewise, the 10th day of the 7th month shall be for you holy and venerable, and you shall afflict your souls. Whatever the fuck that means. You shall do no servile work in it. How does one afflict one's soul?
Magic.
And you shall offer a holocaust to the Lord as a most sweet odor. Oh hey, another one. 1 calf from the herd. 1 ram. 7 immaculate 1-year-old lambs. And for the sacrifices, fine wheat flour, sprinkled with oil. 3/10 for each calf. 2/10 for a ram. 1/10 for each lamb, which are altogether 7 lambs. And a he-goat for sin, apart from those things which are usually offered for offenses as an expiation and as a perpetual holocaust with their sacrifice and libations. Yet truly, on the 15th day of the 7th month, which shall be for you holy and venerable, you shall not do any servile work in it, but you shall celebrate a solemnity to the Lord for 7 days. I didn't pay attention, like which days are venerable and holy? Is it by any chance always a Sunday? Like is the Lord just, okay, so the 7th day in the year shall be venerable and holy. The 14th day in the year shall be venerable and holy. The 21st day in the year, and so on. Like, why is he listing this? I'm not paying enough attention, honestly, and I don't want to.
I'm not paying any attention anymore.
Probably Saturday, Sabbath. So you're not allowed to do any work on Saturday or Sunday. Well, no servile work on Saturday and no work at all on Sunday.
Wow, kind of rude.
And you shall offer a holocaust as a most sweet odor to the Lord. 13 calves from the herd, 2 rams, 14 immaculate 1-year-old lambs, and as their libations, fine wheat flour sprinkled with oil, 3/10 for each calf, which is altogether 13 calves, and 2/10 for each ram, that is altogether 2 rams, and 1/10 for each lamb, which is altogether 14 lambs, and a he-goat for sin, apart from the perpetual holocaust and the sacrifice and its libation. And I can't speak anymore.
I'm just glad that the Book of Numbers does exactly what it says on the tin.
I figured something out. I'm pretty sure the Bible is not pro-vegetarian.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's also racist, but you know, we'll get to that bit.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Who cares? He-goat and the lambs of the universe. On the next day, you shall offer 12 calves from the herd, 2 rams, and 14 immaculate 1-year-old lambs. He really hates lambs.
He just has a fucking personal vendetta against them.
And the sacrifices and libations for each of the calves and the rams and the lambs you shall celebrate according to the rite, with a he-goat for sin, apart from the perpetual holocaust and the sacrifice and its libation.
Wow. Rude.
On the third day you shall offer 11 calves, 2 rams, and 14 immaculate 1-year-old lambs. And the sacrifices and libations for each of the calves and the rams and the lambs you shall celebrate according to the rite, with a he-goat for sin, apart from the perpetual holocaust and the sacrifice and its libation. I just realized something.
Oh, no, you didn't.
We don't know how many, well, we know, but I don't remember the exact number, but there's several hundreds of thousands of sons of Israel, right?
Sure, why not?
What if all of them altogether have to offer these sacrifices? I mean, that doesn't seem too far-fetched. Like sacrificing like 50 animals a day sacrificing to feed hundreds of thousands of people. Maybe it's not that unreasonable after all. You have to realize how many people there were. So if the entire multitude of the people of Israel only has to do it once and not just like once for each village or something, then that doesn't seem that unreasonable. But this is the Bible, so it's probably not that, and it's probably unreasonable.
Wow.
On the fourth day, you shall offer 10 calves, 2 rams, and 14 immaculate 1-year-old lambs, and the sacrifices and the libations for each of the calves and the rams and the lambs you shall celebrate according to the rite, with a he-goat for sin, apart from the perpetual holocaust and its sacrifice and libation. On the fifth day, you shall offer 9 calves, 2 rams, and 14 immaculate 1-year-old lambs, and the sacrifices and libations for each of the calves and the rams and the lambs you shall celebrate according to the rite, with a he-goat for sin, apart from the perpetual holocaust and its sacrifice and libation. On the sixth day, you shall offer 8 calves, 2 rams, 14 immaculate 1-year-old lambs, and the sacrifices and libations of each of the calves and rams and lambs you shall celebrate according to the rite, with a he-goat for sin, apart from the perpetual holocaust and its sacrifice and libation. On the seventh day, you shall offer 7 calves and 2 rams and 14 immaculate 1-year-old lambs, and the sacrifices and libations for each of the calves and the rams and the lambs you shall celebrate according to the rite, with a he-goat for sin, apart from the perpetual holocaust and its sacrifice and libation. On the eighth day, which is most honored, you shall not do any servile work, offering a holocaust as a most sweet odor to the Lord. 1 calf, 1 ram, 7 immaculate 1-year-old lambs, and the sacrifices and libations for each of the calves and the rams and the lambs you shall celebrate according to the rite, with a he-goat for sin, apart from the perpetual holocaust and its sacrifice and libation. These things you shall offer to the Lord in your solemnities, aside from the vowed and voluntary oblations, as a holocaust, as a sacrifice, as a libation, or as a peace offering, victims. Help.
Wow. I don't want to.
Numbers 30. And as Moses explained to the sons of Israel all that the Lord had commanded him. And he said, yes, in great detail.
Wise.
And he said to the leaders of the tribes of the sons of Israel, this is the word which the Lord has instructed. If any man makes a vow to the Lord or binds himself by an oath, he shall not make his word null and void, but all that he has promised he shall fulfill. If a woman who is in her daddy's house vows anything or binds herself by an oath, she is still in a state of childhood. If her daddy knew of the vow which she has promised or of the oath by which she has obligated her soul, and he kept silence, she shall be liable to the vow.
Ego and the lapse of the universe. Oh, my brain is not.
Oh no!
My brain is just not having any of it.
Oh no! My raid alert is, well, the sound isn't working. Well, thank you for the raid, Chris. Hello. Good evening, you fine folks. No. I don't think you're ready for what's about to happen.
You are not. You are most certainly not ready.
Terrace, let me explain. I'm pretty sure, unless Chris ended on something else, he was doing a very casual programming stream where he was learning something programming related.
Oh, so they're already numbed down with the brain. That's fine. You'll be fine.
Okay, so welcome everyone. I'm Skytus. This is Terrace. We're reading the Bible. And we're also improving it. Also, you're not ready for this. The Bible is... Don't read the Bible. I'll do it for you. You're fucking welcome. I'm such a nice person, I know. Just I don't know what to say. There's nothing I could say to prepare you for what's about to. You cannot put into words, like unironically, you cannot put into words how poorly written the Bible is.
Yeah, it's fine, Krzysiek. We've improved it to a point where it's mildly unrecognizable.
Good evening.
Like Moses is now Osmoses. You know, we've replaced every instance of God with the word Skydus. It's been so fucking brutalized at this point that you could get a Christian to look at it and they'd immediately run away in the opposite direction. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
we actually got a separate sheet where we have a list of things we replaced.
Just have a listen.
So some of them are really, really subtle. Like we replaced, incense with incest.
Wait. Should you really spoil those? I think you should just have a listen and figure out if we replace something or not. And I promise you won't be able to reliably tell because the Bible is just that bad.
It do be like that.
All right. Good evening. Hello into the miso. Hello Darkex. Hello MC. Hello Anyback. Did I miss anyone? No. Also, thank you for the photos and I see Lard. Yeah.
You're famous now. Well done.
Yes. We've been doing this. This is the 20th session. Each session has been about 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, we're like, which page is this? We're 75 plus 18 pages of like these pages, not normal book pages, into the Bible. Like we are committed at this point.
Yeah, we're balls deep in the Bible, and it's.
Didn't expect this with Chris reading the Bible.
Actually, to be fair, we're not balls deep. We're just the tip. We've still got a long shaft ahead of us.
We are literally reading the Bible. Yep. Translation of a translation of a translation. Yep. And I bet the source material was also not particularly great, but the translation surely didn't improve it. Also, for anyone that would like to join, we have a nice drinking game. When certain phrases are mentioned, we have to drink. So we'll let you know when those come up, or you'll be able to tell.
I'm like a certified alcoholic now, if I wasn't before.
So yeah, we'll let you know when one of those comes up. But where were we? Right. She shall be liable to the vow. Whatever she has promised or swore, she shall complete indeed. Indeed. It's actually two separate words.
It's in a deed, right? Yeah, fair enough. Very good.
But if her daddy, as soon as he had heard it, had contradicted it, both her vows and her oaths shall be nullified. Neither shall she be held liable to the promise because her daddy had contradicted it. If she has a husband,
it's okay, Gregor. You're not allowed a liver. Those are like forbidden. The Bible does not.
But you're allowed to have like several hundreds of kidneys if you're an animal. References to previous readings. Also, if you're interested in this, all of these are on YouTube. If you want to catch up, I mean, it's like literally 40 hours of this. But hey, if you want to catch up, it's all there.
If you have a spare week in your lifetime that you don't want to do anything in,
other than reduce
and you want to become just brain damaged, feel free to just watch them all in one long go.
Yeah. If she has a husband and she has vowed anything, then once the word has gone out of her mouth, she will have obligated her soul by an oath. Wait, so if she has a husband, as soon as she says it, it's just done. The husband can't even undo it. But if she doesn't have a husband and she's in the home of her daddy, then the daddy can undo it. It's just so arbitrary.
I thought women didn't have any power.
True, this is the Bible. We're not being sexist, by the way. The Bible is just very like if you have any rights as a woman, you gotta celebrate.
Yeah, we're not sexist. The Bible is.
To have in the background while program, sure, yeah. If you have that in the background while doing programming, go ahead. On the day that her husband will hear of it, and yet not contradict it, she shall be liable to the vow, so the husband can undo it, and she shall repay whatever she has promised. But if, as soon as he hears it, he contradicts it, then he will have caused her promises and the words by which she has bound her soul to be null and void. The Lord will be favorable to her. Widows and divorced women shall repay whatever they have vowed. Ah, yes, Tara's showing off some...
Yeah. We made Bible memes.
Questions, what's the point? What's the point was right? But Try again?
Game over. Fucking this guy just had struck called Bonjulets.
Bible could use some revisions. I mean, we literally...
What do you think we're doing?
We're doing the last work here.
The Lord's work.
Widows and divorced women shall repay whatever they have vowed. If a wife in the house of her husband has bound herself by a vow or an oath, if her husband heard it and remained silent, and he did not contradict the promise, she shall repay what she had promised. But if he promptly contradicts it, she shall not be held liable to the promise, for her husband has contradicted it, and the Lord will be favorable to her.
I like Gregor. Can we keep him?
I don't think there can be the final edition of the Bible is just a blank page.
No, it's just no. See, the final edition will be the edition that we finish, but then someone else reads our edition and makes their changes, and then someone else reads their version and makes more changes, and it's just gonna be a loop of people changing the Bible until every word has been replaced.
I just hope that somebody now in chat says challenge accepted and means it. How great would that be? Also, in case you're wondering, by the way, camera is here, Bible is here, Terrace is here on my screen. So if I'm looking over there, I'm actually looking at Terrace.
I also like how Dark Axis said who righted the Bible, because that's brilliant.
It's yeah, just like the Bible, also brilliant. If she has vowed, or bound herself by oath, in order to afflict her soul by fasting or by abstaining from other things, it shall be for the arbitration of her husband as to whether or not she may do it. Once again, women don't have rights. But if the husband, upon hearing it, remains silent, and he delays judgment until another day, whatever she had vowed or promised, she shall repay, because when he first heard it, he remained silent. Who is Osmosis? We mentioned that before. Who is...
That's Moses.
No, that's Osmos.
Isn't it obvious? Like, duh.
Don't ask me why it's in alternating capitalization. That one I don't know. But I just... What was...
I'm pretty sure it had something to do with spite.
Can you find the clip where I introduced him as Osmosis? I'm pretty sure I clipped that.
Thanks, Mr. Burns.
I think the clip...
there you go.
He's not wrong. But yeah, I think I made a clip something like Moses' first name, or I don't know what it was called. It's like a month or no more than 2 months ago, I want to say.
Oh yeah. It was something along the lines of why do we keep referring to his second name, his first name being Oz?
Yeah,
I really dumb joke. You know, welcome to Skytus.
I'm currently busy, so I can't do it. But if you have the time, I would appreciate if you could find the clip and share it with the new people who made the mistake of coming here. Osmosis supposes his toes are roses, but Osmosis supposes I guess erroneously.
Wow.
Do you understand the irony?
Thanks, Gregor. Very cool.
And if he contradicted it only sometime after he had known about it, he shall bear his iniquity. These are the laws which the Lord has appointed to osmosis between a husband and a wife, between a daddy and a daughter, who is still in the state of childhood or who remains in her daddy's house. Numbers 31. And the Lord spoke to Osmosis, saying, hey, remember when we talked about the drinking game? The Lord speaking to Osmosis, most certainly, it's one of those phrases. Also, if it's ever Osmosis spoke to the Lord, you have to drink twice. Because it's such a rare occurrence. BRB, hey, I think Master Gregor is referring to my joke from when we started. You know, the one with the pirate and the bee?
Fucking do not. Someone just like report Skytus for something, I don't know, sexual harassment or something.
It's real Bible text. Okay, so I found a public domain version of the Bible. Because, you know, copyright and all that, so you can't just read any book on stream because it's copyright. But a public domain version you're allowed to use for basically whatever you want. So I found that, which is probably not the best version of the Bible. And then, as Terrace said, we replaced a few things to improve it. But in the original, it would have said, "And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying," like. But most of the stuff, yeah, there's certain phrases replaced, but it's not like we just rewrote this. I'm reading this for the first time, by the way. I wouldn't read this twice. I'm not that insane. Or am I?
Or are you? Visual's theme starts playing.
I mean, how much are you paying me?
Yeah, Skydance is like a hooker. You pay him enough, he'll do anything.
I mean, anyone really is. If for the right amount, you can get pretty much anyone to do anything. The amount might just be very high. I'm just being very open about it. Like, no, I don't want to stream Roblox again, but yeah, also last weekend I streamed Roblox, don't ask. But
yes, wise one whole entire bit.
But hey, if somebody was like, you know what, for a 1 hour stream of Roblox, I'll give you 1,000 euros. Sure, I'm in. Yeah, obviously. So I'm just saying, for the right price, anyone has a price.
Surprisingly enough, guys, is quite cheap for most things. So if you do want to see him do dumb shit, just feel free to ask. It'll probably cost you like $20. It's not actually a lot.
And the Lord spoke to us, Moses, saying, "First, avenge the sons of Israel from the Midianites." By the way, that's just another folk. So the main people of the Bible are the folks, the sons of Israel, and then there's various other folks who are just like, yeah, who cares?
The one that's been complaining for the past 100 years that they've been freed from slavery. Yeah, those ones.
No, they moved on by now, I'm sure. And then you shall be gathered to your people. And immediately Osmosis said, does that count? Osmosis is responding to the Lord, but it's not phrased in that way. Does that count as one again, or is it not?
Well, when in doubt, just take a drink. If you have to ask, it means we have to drink. There you go. That was a new rule for you. If you're not sure, it just means take a drink. I would just pour more of my...
I just like how, and the Lord spoke to us, Moses, I introduced, and also if it's the inverse, which happens very rarely, you have to drink twice, literally a sentence later. This is so great. Finally, some talk about getting vengeance. Oh, trust me, there's been like 14,000 people killed already because they defied the Lord, but yeah, 40,000, who cares? All Europeans believe in Jesus, if Jesus isn't even European. Terrace?
What?
Make a corny joke.
I got corn. Let me get my spoon.
Wait, you're currently eating corn.
Yes.
Does that make you a corner?
Well, I mean the corn is not very alive, so yeah, you know what? Let's go with that.
Oh yeah, also for anyone that's new and doesn't know, if you haven't seen me in Chris's chat or anywhere else, I am like 50% puns and bad jokes and 50% evil genius.
The most impressive thing about Skytus
is my Twitter.
Is not the fact that he's genuinely quite an intelligent person. No, it's the fact that shut the fuck up, you fucking troglodyte.
I literally took an IQ test. I am intelligent.
Sorry, fuck you.
You're not as intelligent as I am, though. You had like 130 or 120 or something. I had 150.
Yeah, that was drunk.
You said you would get 100 and something, and you didn't get that amount. So screw you. But according to the few tests that I took, I was like on the level of Einstein in terms of IQ. Take that for what you want.
Wow. Yeah, well done.
So yeah, the most impressive thing about me is my Twitter account, I would say.
It's the fact that he comes up with really, really terrible puns on a whim. And you'd never think of them. You honestly, you're always disappointed, and you're always both surprised and disappointed at the dumb shit he comes up with. It's usually why I tend to stick around and run away at the same time.
I'm being serious, by the way. To go !Twitter. You will not believe what's on there. The amount of puns. Like I just said, I've just decided let's do one per day, and I just come up with them frequently enough that I can just maintain one bad pun per day for like I don't know. If I've been on a I don't know how long streak now. Just That's just what I do.
I like sweet corn.
And immediately Osmosis said, "Arm the men among you for a battle, so that they may be able to fulfill the retribution of the Lord on the Midianites. Let 1,000 men be chosen from each tribe of Israel who shall be sent to war." There's like 12 or 14 tribes of Israel, which are like the sons of the person who was named Israel, basically. Who's also called Jacob. Who was originally called Jacob, but Jacob is boring, so he's now called Jacob.
Wait. Hold. I think everyone who has still stuck around and hasn't left deserves to see the family tree. Oh. Just hold my fucking beer.
Do I need to?
Yeah, you will need to in a minute.
Yeah, put it on.
I just need to find it. Yeah.
You can start sharing already. It's not showing on stream, but I can already set everything up. Put on the correct screen so it doesn't block stuff.
So we kind of have given up on it at this point. Mostly because I'm a lazy shit.
Yeah, but like I'm the one doing all the reading. Terrace is just like here for occasional.
I'm just comedy. But anyway, you can show things now. Yeah. We made a I lost it. Come back. We made a family tree. This thing in the box is the Book of Genesis.
Just to be clear, so the Old Testament has several books, which is kind of like a chapter, or I don't know if it's written by different people, but there's the Book of Genesis, which is like the creation of Earth and human and whatever. Book of Exodus, which is like the them leaving Israel, exiting from Israel. Then we had something else, and now we're on the Book of Numbers, which revolves mostly around like a census, like counting how many people are we actually, how many people is this folk. So yeah.
So it all started with it started with God Himself, i.e. Skydus in this case, and we had Adam, and then we had the rib thing, and then Eve, and then it all just kind of
hold zoom in again, please. We didn't explain. So do you see the 930 at the top of the Adam box?
That's their age.
Yeah, in years, by the way, 930 years old, and also Adam was made from evil clay. And then Skydus took a rib and made Eve out of it. And also,
we have been referring to as the rib skip method.
Yes, the first video on YouTube of this series. And they had two children, Cain and Abel. And Cain killed Abel, so Abel is no longer able to do things. Never gets old, unlike Abel. Also, one other fun thing, it was always mentioned, okay, and this person had this son and sons and daughters. It's just like, who cares about the other side characters? Who cares? Especially women.
So this box is all pre-flood, and then all the shit past the flood.
Just to explain, the Great Flood where the Ark Noah was built, where two or some amount of each animal were brought. That flood that was supposed to kill all humans, but you're gonna have to catch up yourself. So
yeah, we also made several memes.
All of these
I made several memes because
Egg also made some.
I mean, Egg. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All of these are going to be confusing unless you were around. So hey, maybe you should catch up. But also sometimes Terrace is just bored. So
I'm bored. So I just there's just.
But I promise you, all of these are to some degree, some more, some less, relevant to the content. This is actually how we felt about the writing style in Exodus. It started off pretty strong, and by the end it was just fucking trash. Who created the god? Me.
Yeah.
I did this. Oh yeah, Triple A Run. That's from Egg. Triple
A Run.
Skydus moment. There we go. Yep.
I also fun fact. A lot of the memes I made, all the memes made from the Bible, like this one and this one and a couple of others, I uploaded them to the Reddit for Christianity stuff, and I'm banned from it now. I'm officially banned from the Christianity.
He's not making this up, by the way. He literally did. He showed it even. His post got removed, and
yeah. I don't think I'm allowed to post things there anymore.
I'll be back in just a moment.
There's instructions and things. I don't remember what this is instructions for.
This is the diet. for
yeah.
some diet. I don't remember what exactly the diet
Yeah,
was, but
it was.
those are dietary instructions.
They're written in the most fucking chaotic way possible. It's this whole document is
A treasure. A treasure trove.
It's all just treasure.
Behold, that's the tree that turns the water sweet, right?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
I remember the thumbnail. They're turning the water sweet. Also, even if you're not gonna catch up on all of it, just go to my YouTube channel and just look at the thumbnails. Like we come up with these ideas together, and then Terrace makes the thumbnails, and they're just the thumbnails themselves are just so fucking good.
This was the.
Oh yeah, this was for the tabernacle, right?
Yeah,
basically,
they made.
Skydance was like, okay, you're gonna build this for me, made of this and these dimensions, and gave precise building instructions. And Terrace calculated how much this would cost.
So this is how much. Yeah, this is how much dollars. Like the big fancy Church of God is worth. Like,
would cost nowadays.
Yeah, the big whole main thing. It's quite big, and it's mostly made of gold. It's quite impressive actually.
Yeah, there was literally one stream where we basically just read instructions and dimensions. It was painful.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of. Oh yeah, this is the Book of Numbers stuff.
Yeah,
this is all the sons of Israel.
Yeah, these are the sons of Israel, so the different folds or whatever you want to call them, and this is the amount of people that are in each of those. So Israel, aka Jacob, had these sons, and they had this many offsprings at that point. That they're still alive, living offspring. And I think those were only were those only males that were like 20 years older and ready to go to war? Or were these?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, yeah, there you go. So you can probably double or triple the amount for the total amount of people. But yeah, those are how many males over 20, I believe, that are ready to go to war there were in each of these clans, I guess.
Yeah.
So this entire stream series is just a meme.
I don't even remember. Well, I don't even remember why this.
It's a very elaborate meme, though. You know what the great thing about this is? Harris is getting so wasted that he could literally watch the entire VOD of this and it'd be like new content to him.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking.
There's another one hidden below there, by the way, Terrace, in case you didn't know.
Oh yeah, the pre-packaged bananas. Yeah, that's a good one.
Anything else you wanted to show off? Or?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything else here. I think we've mostly went through everything at this point.
Also, there's a lot of incest in the Bible and other questionable things, but.
I think I started.
Those were people that are not offspring. Those were just random NPCs mentioned, I believe. And Hans.
This has never been so relevant. I think Egg put that in there at some point.
Just to be clear, Egg is a good friend of Terrace. He was here for one of the Bible readings, and he provided some memes and did some of this. So yeah.
This is well, now that you've been educated, now that you know
educated.
Please just erase yourself from existence. Thanks.
So
now you've witnessed what we've done. So. Now you understand that we've not just read the Bible, we've done our research. We've put in the work, we've put in the hours.
Yeah, this is not just some random meme, oh yeah, I'm gonna read the Bible for a stream. No, this is a very, very elaborate meme, as I said.
Oh yeah.
I guess we take this off again. Where the fuck were we?
Yeah, you tell me, you fucking Bible reader.
Let 1,000 men be chosen from each tribe of Israel who shall be sent to war. And they gave 1,000 from each tribe. That is 12,000 foot soldiers for battle.
I just remembered something I'd like to mention before we continue. I have absolutely no idea when this was, but there is a clip of somewhere of Skydance trying to rap of some lyrics to a song. You know, that was in the Bible.
That was months ago, I think, already. But yeah, good luck finding that.
Yeah, if we find that, it's really funny because it's not very good.
Yeah, it's basically on the level of the Bible. And Osmosis sent with them Phineas and Ferb, the son of Eleazar. I already made that joke before. Why is it still so funny to you?
I don't pay any attention, so I didn't hear it last time.
Okay.
Phineas and Ferb, you fuck.
And Osmosis sent them with Phineas, the son of Eleazar the priest. Also, he delivered them. He delivered to him the holy vessels and the trumpets to sound. And when they had fought against the Midianites and had prevailed, they killed all the men. And they put to death by the sword their kings, Eevee and Reckham.
That was rude.
Eevee the Pokemon and Reckham, but I hardly know him.
Wreck-It Ralph? Question mark.
Eevee and Reckham and Zur and her and Herder and what are these names? And her and Reba, the 5 leaders of the nation. And also Balaam, the son of Beor. Hey, remember when Balaam and Balak, when we got actually like the telling from their perspective, and Balaam was like, hey, Balak, can you curse these guys? And Balak was like, hold on, I'll have to ask Skytus. And Skytus was like, no, but you bless them instead. And then he blessed them. And then Balaam was like, hey, Balak, why the fuck did you bless them? Okay, come with me. Okay, what about now? Build me 7 altars. I'll ask Skytus again. And then just... It was very interesting. This reminds me of a black metal song. What?
I don't even know what that means, but that's funny.
And they seized their women and little ones, and all their kettles, and all their goods. Whatever they were able to have, they despoiled. Both their cities and their villages, as well as their fortresses, they burned. Wow, they really are Mr. Burns.
Bruh. In case you weren't sure, cattle are not animals.
That's a whole nother story. 5 million Christians on a riot towards us. Oh, I slaughtered the bunch with one single hit with my spear. What is this, Path of Exile? 5 million women so alone in the night. Oh, I had them all satisfied profusely every night by myself. Wait, isn't this... Well, I guess if you impregnate them, it's not a sin, right? But if you're just having sex with them, not for the purpose of procreation, then it's a sin. Yeah. Also, there was a whole chapter dedicated to like in which circumstances you're allowed to have sex and like what's the sin and all that. Yeah, I'm not going to go into detail, mostly because I tried to suppress that memory. And they carried away prey from everything that they had seized, both of men and of Bistoni. You know what? I'm not even going to explain the joke. I'll just say we replace the word East with Estonian and the rest you'll figure out yourself. It's way funnier if you know the context, and I'm just not going to explain to you because I'm an asshole. And
it's very much an inside joke.
Well, if you follow up on all of the Bible readings, you'll be in on it. But yeah, it takes some more context, so it would take like several minutes to explain. And I actually want to get some reading done.
No.
And they led these to Osmosis and Eleazar the priest, and to all the multitude of the sons of Israel. But the remainder of the articles they carried to the camp on the plains of Moab, next to the Jordan, opposite Jericho. Then Osmosis and Eleazar the priest and all the leaders of the assembly went out to meet them beyond the camp. And Osmosis, being angry with the leaders of the army, and the tribunes and the centurions who had arrived from the battle, said, "Why have you spared the females? Are not these the ones who deceived the sons of Israel at the suggestion of Balaam, and who caused you to betray the Lord by the sin of Peor, because of which the people also were struck down?" Wait, what did the woman do wrong?
I ran out of corn. I'm going to go get some beans.
Are not these, so the women, the one who deceived you at the suggestion of Balaam? So Balaam suggested the women to deceive the men somehow? Who caused you to betray the Lord? So yeah, the women somehow deceived and misled them? I don't even remember that, but hey, then again, the Bible's... It's the Bible. Therefore, put to death all of them. Whatever is of the male sex, even among the little ones, and cut the throats of those women who have known men by sexual relations. But the young girls and all female virgins reserve for yourself, and remain beyond the camp for 7 days.
Help, there's tomato sauce everywhere now.
Are you covered from your head to your toes?
Knees and toes and things.
Head, egg, knees and toast. Knees and toast. What are you on about even?
My beans are wet.
I have a question. Can you arrange those beans in the shape of a letter? Can you form an E, and would that be a beanie? Hi, I'm Skytis.
Help! I'm here against my will.
And remain beyond the camp for 7 days. Whoever has killed a man, or who has touched one that was killed, shall be purified on the 3rd day and on the 7th day. Oh yeah, we went over those purifying rituals. And all of the spoils, whether it is a garment, or a vessel, or another useful thing made from the pelts of, or hair of goats, or from wood, shall be expiated. Likewise, Eleazar the priest spoke in this manner to the men of the army who had fought. This is the precept of the law which the Lord had commanded of Moses. Gold and silver, and brass and iron, and lead and tin, and all that may be able to pass through fire shall be purified by fire. But what is not able to sustain fire shall be sanctified with the waters of expiation. And you shall wash your garments on the 7th day, and, after having been purified, you shall enter the camp. And the Lord also said to us, Moses...
don't mind me, I'm gonna go get some cheese.
Don't forget your drink. Expiated. Yeah, it's basically... hold on. I looked up the translation so I could explain it. Expiation. Basically make up for sin. So sort of absolution in, like, vaguely. You're gonna have to look up the exact definition. Maybe the translation to your language to better understand it. But yeah, basically just some sort of absolution, like cleansing your sins. And if you don't understand it, if it doesn't make sense, you know what? That's the Bible for you, really.
Okay, I got a slice of cheese.
Yeah, but you have to drink, because...
I did. Watch back the video, bitch.
Okay. No, I won't. And the Lord also said to us, Moses, take the sum of those things which were captured, things, by the way, not people, from man even to Bistonian, you and Eleazar the priest, and the leaders of the common people. And you shall divide the prey equally, among those who went out to war and fought, and among the remainder of the multitude. The multitude is basically all the sons of Israel, like the entire nation, basically. And you shall separate a portion for the Lord from the portion of those who fought and were in battle. 1 soul out of 500, as much from humans as from oxen and donkeys and sheep. And you shall give it to Eleazar, the priest, because these are the first fruits of the Lord. Likewise, from the half of the portion belonging to the sons of Israel, you shall receive the 50th head of humans, and of oxen, and donkeys, and sheep, and of all living things. And you shall give these to the Levites, who stand watch over the care of the skytis tent of the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar did just as the Lord had instructed. Now the prey which the army had seized was 675,000 sheep, 72,000 oxen, 61,000 donkeys, and 32,000 human lives of the female sex who had not known men.
I like how they throw the woman in with the animals. Brilliant.
I'm not gonna make the obvious joke. But hey, your mom last night surely felt like a wild animal.
Oh, you fucking...
Yeah, you fucking... Yes, I am. By the way, we do this unless something comes up every Saturday. You're so welcome. And 1/2 of the portion was given to those who had been in the battle. 337,500 sheep. From these, for the portion of the Lord, there were accounted 675 sheep, and from the 36,000 oxen, 72 oxen. And from the 30,500 donkeys, 61 donkeys. From the 16,000 human souls, there fell to the portion of the Lord 32 souls. Oh damn, the Lord is getting some women hole today.
One whole entire hole.
And Osmosis delivered the number of the first fruits of the Lord to Elysia the priest, just as had been commanded of him. From the 1/2 portion belonging to the sons of Israel, which had been separated from the portion of those who had been in the battle. Yet, truly, from the 1/2 portion which fell to the remainder of the multitude, that is, from the 337,500 sheep, and from the 36,000 oxen, and from the 30,500 donkeys, and from the 16,000 persons, Osmosis took the 50th head, and gave it to the Levites, who stand watch at the sky's tent of the Lord, just as the Lord had instructed. Wait, the Levites got head? Damn!
A hut.
And when the leaders of the army and the tribunes and the centurions had approached Osmosis, they said, "We, your servants, have taken the census of the number of the fighting men whom we had under our hand, and indeed not one was lacking." Wait, so are they saying that literally in this giant battle, not a single Israelite has died?
Damn, that's quite a powerful army.
That's what we, your servants, have taken a census of the number of the fighting men whom we had under our hand, and indeed not one was lacking.
Wow.
Literal flawless victory. For this reason, we offer as gifts.
Murder.
We offer as gifts to the Lord whatever gold each one was able to find amidst the spoils, in anklets and armbands, rings and bracelets, and little chains, so that you may intercede for us to the Lord. And Osmosis and Elysia the priest received all the gold in its various kinds, weighing 16,750 shekels, from the tribunes and the centurions. For whatever each one had taken away in the spoils was his own. And having been accepted, they took it into the slightest tent of the testimony as a memorial of the sons of Israel before the Lord. Numbers 32. Now the sons of Reuben and Gad had many herds, and their substance in cattle was inestimable. That's a word I've never heard before, but sure. Yeah, they juiced up their maps really well. Some plus quantity there.
Help.
And when they had seen that the lands of Jazer and Gilead were suitable for feeding animals, they went on to Osmosis and to Elysia the priest and the leaders of the multitude, and they said, Ataroth, who? Dibon, who? And Jazer, and Nimrah, Heshbon, and Eliale, who? And Sebam, who? And Nebo, who? And Beon, who? The land which the Lord has struck in the sight of the sons of Israel is a very fertile region for pasturing animals. Who the fuck are these people? What? Are these like lands? This and beyond. The land which the Lord has struck. I have literally no clue what they're trying to tell us here.
Yes, Miso.
Is Daddy something you inserted? Yes, but Daddy also inserted something into his daughters.
We just replaced the word father with daddy because, you know.
Correct.
We can.
That's one of the first things we did. But also, I'm not making this up, by the way. There's literal incest mentioned in the Bible. Basically, two daughters are like, oh, well, we're the only breedable material here, and we're just here with our daddy. Let's inebriate him so much that he won't recognize us, and then we'll have sex with him. Dabs.
which is not only incest, but also rape.
True. Yeah.
Because they got him drunk just so he wouldn't recognize them.
So he couldn't consent. And they did it in a tent.
So he must have been fucking plastered in a half.
And then they went in
his own daughters.
And they bent over. And I'm sure he slapped them and spanked them with his hand.
What the fuck are you on? What?
Anyway, yeah, Bible incest. We're not making this up. most of the weird stuff we're not making up. We're just making reference to previous sections of the Bible, which I know it sounds insane. I know, but it's there if you don't believe us. You will just have to find it among those 40 hours or so of reading.
My beans are cold.
Hey, as long as it's just your beans. Hey, Quindle, it's been a while. Did not your daddies act in the same way? No comment. And we, your servants, have very many cattle. Ooh, cattle, they're not animal.
Been there, done that.
And so we beseech you, if we have found favor before you, that you give it to us, Egg, your subjects, as a possession, and that you not cause us cross the Jordan. And as Moses answered them, should your brothers go to battle while you sit here? Why do you subvert the minds of the sons of Israel, so that they might not dare to cross into the place which the Lord will give to them? Did not your daddies act in the same way when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea, whatever the fuck that is? I mean, we had Kadesh before, but what the fuck is Barnea? To explore the land? And when they had gone all the way to the valley of the cluster of grapes, having viewed the entire region, they subverted the hearts of the sons of Israel, so that they would not enter into the parts that the Lord gave to them.
Doesn't go burr.
I don't know what I even just read, but hey.
I ran out of beans.
Is this legit Bible or some fake memes? We just explained it like when Chris rated us not too long ago, so you could go back in the VOD if you want an explanation, but very simply said, this is an original version of the Bible. We just replaced a few words to improve it. That's the very short version.
I mean, improve it very much in quotations.
No.
I'd like. I mean,
No. It's literally not possible to make it worse. So anything you do is an improvement. He hates that I'm right.
I mean, it's objective, but also not exactly wrong either.
And being angry, the Lord swore an oath, saying, these men who ascended out of Egypt from 20 years and above will not see the land which I have promised under an oath to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for they were not willing to follow me, even on Twitter, except Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, actually. I just realized it's probably pronounced Jephunneh. The Kenizzite, and Joshua, the son of Nun. These have fulfilled my will. We will manufacture a sheep pens. Took me a sec to notice that there's no I. You're making fun of Bible. No. We're trying to share the Bible with more people because it's this is such an unsurmountable task to read the Bible, and we're just basically doing the community here a service.
Whilst providing comedy.
Yes, I mean, this is for your entertainment, but also for your education.
It's both entertaining and educational. We both explain a lot of things that make little sense, and we actually make things that are really, really boring, make them at least mildly amusing. If not hilarious.
And the Lord, being angry against Israel, led them in a course through the desert for 40 years, until the entire generation which had done evil in his sight was consumed. And behold, he said, you have risen up in the place of your daddies, the offshoots of the nurslings of sinful men, in order to augment the fury of the Lord against Israel. Terrence just realized that we replaced another word that he completely forgot about. But if you are not willing to follow him, he will leave the people behind in the wilderness, and you will have been the cause of all our deaths. But approaching closer, they said, we will manufacture sheep pens and cattle stalls, as well as fortified cities, for our little ones. But we ourselves will continue on, armed and girded for battle, before the sons of Israel, until we lead them to their places. Our little ones, and whatever we may be able to have, shall be in walled cities, because of the treachery of the inhabitants. We will not return to our houses, even until the sons of Israel may possess their inheritance. Neither will we seek anything across the Jordan, because we already have our possession on its Estonian side. This is so difficult to read. Also, just to be clear, the final replace we do literally just searches for the string of characters, not for the word. So when we replace the word East with Estonian, anything that ends in East, like yeast, would be Estonian. So Eastern starts with East. So East gets replaced with Estonian, so it's Estonianer, which just, you read it and you're like, wait, what? And then it always takes me a while to figure this out. Hey, Terrace, what do you think of my Estonianer side?
Estonianer, that's... I mean, that's a mouthful at least.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Estonian is a mouthful. Oh yeah, that's the noise you're gonna make. Interesting. And as Moses said to them, if you accomplish what you have promised, you may go out, equipped for battle before the Lord. And let every fighting man cross over the Jordan until the Lord overthrows his enemies, and all the land is subjected to him. Then you will be guiltless with the Lord and with Israel, and you will obtain the regions which you desire before the Lord. But if you do not do what you have said, no one could doubt that you will have sinned against Skytus. And know this, your sin shall overtake you. Therefore, build cities for your little ones, and pens, and stables for your sheep and cattle, and fulfill what you have promised. And the sons of Gad and Reuben said to Moses, we are your servants. We shall do what you, our ruler, orders. We will leave behind our little ones, and our wives, and the sheep and cattle in the cities of Gilead. And we, your servants, are well equipped. And we, your servants, all well equipped, will go forth to battle, just as you, our ruler, has spoken. Therefore, Moses instructed Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun, and the princes of the families throughout the tribes of Israel, and he said to them, if the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben cross over the Jordan with you, all armed for war before the Lord, and if the land becomes
danger to society,
and if the land becomes subject to you, give them Gilead as a possession. But if they are not willing to cross with you, armed into the land of Canaan, then let them receive places among you for their dwellings. And the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben responded, just as the Lord has spoken to his servants, so shall we do. Yeah, Terrace is a little... Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
I'm an alcoholic, don't mind me.
Nope, no pun here. I tried. We will go forth, armed, before the Lord into the land of Canaan. And we acknowledge that we have already received our possession across the Jordan. And so, as Moses gave to the sons of Gad and of Reuben, and to half the tribe of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, and their land with its surrounding cities. I don't know which one is the name of a person and which one is the name of a place. Somebody gave some land to somebody. I don't fucking care. Is that... You don't have to censor yourself. Like, context matters, unless you're being literally outrageously racist and not just referring to something the Bible does, because the Bible obviously is racist. You're fine.
Yeah, I just have I just have a copy of I'm Camp on my desk. I if you never know when you need some inspiration.
You know, I was tempted to explain, but you know what? We'll just... I think it's funny if I don't explain it, but I love that book, actually.
Can I just clarify? I didn't buy this. This was sent to me as a joke.
By the way,
can I just put that out there before anyone thinks anything?
If you want to send something to Terrace, I'm sure you could contact Egg, so you know you don't have to release your address. But Egg could probably order something if he gets the money for you, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So basically, yeah, if you want to send something random or stupid like a 5 kilogram bag of bird food to Terrace, you know,
we should have received.
!Terrace should put a link to Terrace's Discord in the chat. There you can find him and someone else named Egg, or I think E.G. currently is his name.
Wait. Let me show you another thing that I've received quite recently. As you know, it was a gift from Amazon. It's funny. Give me a moment.
Yeah, so basically he and Egg have this sort of running, I mean, it's not even I don't even know what to call it, where they just order each other random stuff off Amazon. And you know what, if you want to send random stuff to Terrace, reach out to Egg, as I said, on Terrace's Discord, and I'm sure you can arrange something. And then someday on Terrace's doorstep, there will just be whatever you order him, a random bag, like this.
Okay, so I have this, like, just a bag of gravel.
I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation.
It's literally just a bag of gravel. I don't know what to do with it. It's just been sitting in my cupboard for like 3 months now. Does anyone want a bag of gravel?
Yeah, so when I said send Terrace random stuff, I meant random, not just, oh yeah, send him a copy of the Bible or a Jesus outfit. No, actual random stuff.
Well, like a bag of gravel.
I just want to, can we just, you and I, Terrace, can we just take a moment to appreciate somebody that doesn't know us and doesn't know the context and just tunes into this stream?
Yeah.
2 grown men are reading this weird version of the Bible, and one of them just has a bag of gravel he's not going to use. Just like the absurdity of this situation is indescribable.
It's just the most fucking scuffed stream ever.
It genuinely, I honestly believe, aside from the production quality, this is one of the best shows on Twitch.
Oh fuck! My neighbors must hate me. I keep making noise.
Neighbors
anyway.
hate him. Learn how with this one single bag of gravel. Hey, oh, by the way, for anyone that's still around, first of all, are you sure your brain can take this? Second of all, would you like to buy a bag of gravel?
Implying I have flower pots. I can barely fucking take care of myself, never mind a fucking plant.
You don't understand. Like, unironically, Terrace is very, well, not lazy. Well, for most things, he's very lazy, and he's
I can't even take care of a fucking onion. Like, I'll buy onions, and then the next thing I know, they're fucking went bad. Like, I'll just occasionally eat one.
Just like Triple Aaron went bad.
You know what? Fuck! I'm gonna eat a fucking onion to establish dominance. Oh no, memento.
Therefore, the sons of Gad built up Dibon and Ataroth. Oh yeah, so these are places. And Aroer and Ataroth and Ataroth and Atroth. These names in the Bible, like, can't you? Fuck you. And Shophan and Jezer and Jogbeha and Beth Nimrah and Beth Haran. Hey, Terrace, have you heard of the city of Beth Haran?
No.
It's the place where Dying Light takes place. But just by the way, Dying Light, a first-person zombie survival parkour, something, whatever, video game, placed in the fictional, I can never remember which word, city of Haran, somewhere in Turkey, I think. And now we just have the city of Beth Haran. I find that very funny. Also, I'm sure you all love Diablo. You watch Chris, right? You love Diablo. There were mentions of Baal before. Baal. And also, if for anyone that played Dungeon Siege, there was a mention of... I don't remember which, some place of what's the Hyroth, the multiplayer map, Ukraine Peninsula. Maybe you know the kingdom of Hyroth. Diablo 2 Baal, no, 2 A's, not 3. Yes, and boss of Lord of Destruction. Yes,
triple A Baal. That's the spirit.
I don't think my neighbors think anything of me, but if they do, whatever, I don't care. Anyway, Beth Haran as fortified cities with pens for their cattle. Like, wow. I didn't even know cattle was able to ride. Why do they get pens?
I'm so fucking done with your fucking bullshit. That took me way longer than
Somebody please clip this so I need to mark this in case nobody gives. How long did it take him? Holy shit. Oh my fucking god.
The thing is, I was like listening to you very, very loosely. I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying at all. I was just looking at the screen. You know, with the stream of the delay, and I saw you highlighting the thing, and then my brain just fucking, the clock's just turned. Like, you absolute cheeky fuck.
Yet truly, the sons of Reuben built up Heshbon, and Eleale, and Kiriathaim, and Nebo, and Baal-meon. Can we just... What's up with the Bible today? It's fucking on point. I mentioned Baal, a sentence later, Baal. I mentioned, hey, if osmosis talks to the lard, you drink double. A sentence later, osmosis talks to the lard. I promise you, I'm not reading ahead. What is this fucking timing? And Baal-meon, their names having been changed. Oh yeah, to respect their privacy or what? And Sipma balls. Like what is... What is Sitma? Appointing names for the cities which they had built. Moreover, the sons of Machir, the son of Manasseh, continued on within Gilead, and they devastated it, putting to death its inhabitants, the Amorite. Therefore, osmosis gave the land of Gilead to Machir, the son of Manasseh, in case you forgot who Machir is, who was mentioned literally a sentence before. And he lived in it. But Jair? Let's go with Jair. The son of Manasseh went out and occupied its villages, which he called Havoth Jair, that is, the villages of Jair. Likewise, Nobah went forth and captured Kenath with its villages, and he called it by its own name, Nobah. I'll be right back. I need to open a window.
Wow. Imagine having windows in your house.
Paris is looking so good today, it's getting way too hot in here, honestly.
Question mark.
Oh yes, another. You know what? Just look through my clips and you'll find something about Uwu. Have a look at that clip and I promise you will not regret it. I don't even know what the clip was called. But it is fucking amazing. I defeated Baal with one kick in the balls. Send pics. Okay, Terrace, are you okay?
I want to go home.
No, but you want to go home in just a moment. Would you have been happy if I had said send kicks? Hi, I'm Skytus. I exist.
Really 50%, my life choices.
I'm 50% pumped and 50% other things. I am comedy.
I wouldn't quite put it that way, but yeah, sure, let's go for it. I'm gonna play some Minesweeper now.
Numbers 33. These are the lodging places of the sons of Israel, who departed from Egypt by their companies under the hand of Osmosis and Triple Arab, which Osmosis wrote down according to the places of the encampments, which they changed upon the order of the Lord. Thus, the sons of Israel set out from Rameses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month, on the day after the Passover, with an exalted hand, being seen by all the Egyptians. And pens for their capital. Don't get reported. I don't think it's possible to... If you can get reported for bad puns, if that ever becomes a thing, I will immediately be banned. I guarantee you. Unfortunately, I can't look at the clip myself, but I'm sure somebody will and appreciate what you did. And these were burying their firstborn, whom the Lord had struck down. For so too did he carry out retribution against their skytuses. And they made camp at Succoth, and from Succoth they went to Etham, which is at the furthest limits of the wilderness. Departing from there, they arrived opposite Pi Hahiroth. What?
Fucking names.
What?
That's not. I'm pretty sure that's not even altered by us. That's just how fucking scuffed it is by default.
I don't think that we changed this. Opposite Pi Hahiroth, which looks out toward Baal-zephon. That was the first mention of Baal. Sorry, Baal, not well, depending on who you ask, it might also be Baal, but anyway, Baal-zephon. And they were encamped before Migdol. Is Migdol what you call like a midget doll?
Why are you like this?
And setting out from Pi-Hahiroth, which is very different from Pi-Hahiroth, which was mentioned literally one sentence before. Like, this is what I mean. The Bible is poorly written, at least this version. Like, Pi-Hahiroth, Pi-Hahiroth. Migdol is nugget. What? We'll just leave it at that. And setting out from Pi-Hahiroth, they crossed through the middle of the sea into the wilderness. And having walked for 3 days through the desert of Etham, they made camp at Mara. Mara's kaleidoscope? Anyone? And setting out from Mara, they arrived at Elam. Or maybe that's supposed to be capitalized and it's like, explain like I'm explain like I'm male, you know? Woman's plain.
I am who am.
That's, by the way, that's a quote from the Bible. I'm being serious. That's literally, it says in the Bible, the Lord himself says, I am who am, all uppercase. I'm not making this up.
He's really not.
And setting out from Mara, they arrived at Elam, where there were 12 fountains of water and 70 palm trees. Yeah, very important. I'm sure these palm trees will take a very central plot point position. Well, shut up. And they set up camp there. But departing from there also, they fixed their tents above the Red Sea. And setting out from the Red Sea, they were encamped in the desert of Sin. Departing from there, they went to Dovka. And setting out from Dovka, they made camp at Alush. And departing from Alush, they fixed their tents at Rephidim, where the people lacked water to drink. This is what I mean, poor writing. Baal is apparently an honorary title according to Norwegian Wikipedia. Take it with a grain of salt. Wait, how long have we been live? 1 hour 41.
Yes.
In about half an hour, if we're fortunate, if Terrace is still able to go, Nagor might return. He might know a few things about Norwegian, because he's Finnish. So maybe he can help. Where the people lacked water to drink. And setting out from Rephidim, they camped in the desert of Sin Ai. But departing also from the wilderness of the Sin Ai, they arrived at the Graves of Lust. And setting out from the Graves of Lust, they were encamped at Hazeroth, which, by the way, is not to be confused with Azeroth, which literally is this, without the H, which is the world where Warcraft takes place in, or most of it. I'm not making this up. Hold on, I'll copy this. If you ever wondered where Azeroth got its name from, there you go. And from Hazeroth, they went to Rithma. And setting out from Rithma, they made camp at Rimmon Perez. And departing from there, they arrived at Libna. And from... What's Libna?
My fucking god! Oh! I've never been more disappointed in my fucking life. Oh.
Help! I'm stuck. Step.
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you for fun stream. I'm going to play something. See you later and have fun to all. Thank you. As I said,
I am not having fun.
I am who I am. We do this every Saturday unless something comes up. So hey, if you want to come back next weekend, you're welcome.
Do not come back.
20 IQ, fine. They went to. They arrived at Libna. From Libna, they made camp at Rissa. Rissa, but hardly know her. And departing from Rissa, they went to Kehelatha. Setting out from there, they encamped at Mount Shefer. Shepherd? Shepherd? But I...
Shut the fuck up.
Departing from Mount Shepherd, they went to Harada. Continuing on from there, they made camp at Mekaloth. And setting out from Mekaloth, they went to Tahath. From Tahath, they made camp at Terra. Hey, they misspelled Terrace again. Also, this writing style is just amazing. Departing from there, they pitched their tents at Mithka. And from Mithka, they encamped at Hashmona. Was this supposed to be cash money? And setting out from Hashmona, they went to Mazeroth. Wait, isn't this a chocolate company?
No.
Mazeroth, no. Chocolate. With a space or a hyphen, okay. No, not there, I'm help. Yes, I am help.
Do not help.
Oh no, there's, okay, I'm Mazeroth, yeah. Not close enough. And from Mazeroth, they made camp at Bene Jakan. And setting out from Bene Jakan, they went to Mount Gitgat. Gotta Gitgat.
No. I feel like I should apologize to the people watching, but at the same time, you've done this to yourself just like I have.
Paris, I'm just gonna say it's only getting better.
It's really
Setting out from there, they were encamped at Jotbetha. And from Jotbetha, they went to bro? Nah.
Just breathe. Remember what the doctor said? Just breathe.
It literally says, a bro? Nah. And departing from a bro? Nah. They made camp at Iziongeber, or maybe this is German, maybe it's Iziongeber. Geber would be giver, so maybe this is Iziongeber.
Oh, question mark.
Or maybe easy iron, because it gives you easy irons. Setting out from there, they went into the Desert of Sin, which is Kadesh. And departing from Kadesh, they encamped at Mount Hor, at the furthermost limits of the land of Edom.
You fucking whore.
Are the people that live in Edom Edomers? So are they cheese, or was that a cheesy joke? I cannot be stopped. It is not possible.
Someone please stop him. I will literally pay you to stop him.
Hey, for the right price, I'll stop as well.
Name
Okay,
your price.
hold, Terrace. Unironically, I'm not gonna make any puns. This is getting super interesting next time. Please pay attention. I'm gonna repeat the previous one without any puns, and then the next one. Please pay attention, okay? I'm being actually serious, no puns, okay? And departing from Kadesh, they encamped at Mount Hor at the furthermost limits of the land of Edom. Okay, and AAA Rip, the priest, ascended onto Mount Hor by the order of the Lord.
He's dead though.
No, and there he died in the 40th year of the departure of the sons of Israel from Egypt, in the 5th month on the first day of the month.
But he already died.
Apparently not.
But he died.
It's for anyone that doesn't know, I think last stream or the one before, but I think the last one, he AAA Ron changed to AAA Rip because he literally died. But apparently he didn't die. He was just outcast, and now he actually died.
Oh, he's fucking dead as a fucking doorstop.
In the 5th month on the first day of the month, when he was 123 years old. Well, that's not particularly old in Bible terms.
Do you?
And King Arad, the Canaanite, who lived toward the south, heard that the sons of Israel had arrived at the land in the land of Canaan. And setting out from Mount Hor, they made camp at Zalmona. Departing from there, they went to Panon.
Shut up!
The Bible is just a meme that writes itself. It literally says Panon.
I don't think I've ever been more disappointed than today.
And setting out from Panon, they made camp at both. And from both, they went to Abarim, which is at the borders of the Moabites. And setting out from Abarim, they fixed their tents at Dibon Gad. Yeah, I call dibs on Gad. Yep, thanks. Departing from there, they made camp at Elmon Diblathaim. And departing from Elmon, by the way, Elmon? You sure it's not Elmon? Diblathaim, they went to the mountains of Abarim, opposite Nebo. And setting out from the mountains of Abarim, they crossed over the plains of Moab, above the Jordan, opposite Jericho. I just want to point out, we are at this point on the page. For how long has this been going? And they went to a point from A to point B, and from B to C, and from C to D. Like, literally from almost this entire half of the page was just this trash.
I've just been playing fucking Minesweeper and I'm having a
you
real
better.
hard time.
And they made camp.
You can literally see my stream.
And they made camp there from Beth Jeshimoth all the way to Abel Shittim. But I hardly know him. In the level places of the Moabites, where the Lord said to Osmosis, "Hey, refill."
No, that's fine. I'll just. I promise I'm not an alcoholic. I just drink a lot of alcohol very, very regularly. I'm sure there's a difference. I think you misspelled mine. Although that might have been on purpose. I mean, if Sky shares the stream, you can see my Minesweeper progress. It's pretty whack, to be fair. The game's going well. I do enjoy Minesweeper in my spare time, as every alcoholic should. Yeah, thanks, Cat Peasant. Thanks, very cool. Slime, what?
Junior, there's not much happening. Like, write a report of your vacations. Don't even.
But do you even know? Do you odd? Question mark.
I think you're the odd one here.
Ha help.
Also, for anyone that has not been around regularly, Terrence and I did some very rough math just for the Old Testament. Just the Old Testament. How many years was it? 3? 4?
Yeah, at least 3 years, yeah.
At the current pace, which is like once per week, read for about like 2.5 to 3 hours, roughly. At the current pace, we still have content for another 3-ish years.
That's essentially means that if you're enjoying this, well, then you're going to be enjoying this for a very, very long time.
And also, there's a New Testament in case you don't know anything about the Bible. And also, the Bible is not the only religious book. That's all I'll say. You figure the rest out yourself.
Help, I am here against my free will.
Well, your will is free, so I didn't even have to pay, so shut up. Where were we? They made Beth Jeshimoth, where the Lord said to Osmosis, right, I needed to drink.
Yeah, I'm way ahead of you.
I hope you are. Instruct the sons of Israel and say to them, when you will have crossed over the Jordan, entering into the land of Canaan, destroy all the inhabitants of that land. Break their monuments and shatter their statues and lay waste to every exalted thing, including exalted orbs, cleansing the land and living in it. For I have given it you as a possession, not to you, given it you. Because Egg's gonna give it you.
Oh, egg will.
Which you shall divide among you by lot. I thought Lot was long dead, but hey, whatever. To the greater number you shall give more, and to the lesser number less. To each one, just as the lot shall fall, so shall the inheritance be distributed. The possession shall be divided by the tribes and families. But if you are not willing to put to death the inhabitants of the land, those who remain shall be to you like spikes in your eyes and lances in your sides. They shall be adversaries to you in the land of your habitation. And whatever I have decided to do to them, I will do to you. Ooh. So basically, go to this land, kill every single one of them. If you leave anyone alive, they're gonna kill you. That's the gist of it. Numbers 34. And the Lord spoke to us, Moses, saying...
Yeah, of course he did.
Maybe you figured out by now why we chose those phrases for our drinking game. Instruct the sons of Israel, and you shall say to them, when you will have entered into the land of Canaan, and it has fallen into your possession by lot, it shall be bound by these limits. The southern part shall begin from the wilderness of Sin, which is next to Edom, and it shall have the Sea of Salt as a limit to the Estonian. It shall circle on the south side along the ascent of the Scorpion, whatever the fuck that is, by the crossing into Senna, whatever that is, passing through from the south as far as Kadesh Barnea, from which its confines shall go out to the town called Adar, and extend even to Esbon. Esbon-Gold?
That's the one.
And its limits shall go around from Esbon to the torrent of Egypt, and shall end at the shore at the shore of the Great Sea. Then the western region shall begin from the Great Sea, and the same shall be its end. Furthermore, towards the northern region, its limit shall begin from the Great Sea, passing through even the highest mountain. From there, its limits shall advance into Hamath. I didn't know she did math, but hey, Hamath.
Math.
As far as the limits of Zedad. My accent is not that bad. Stop making fun of me, but it literally is called Zedad. Like Z-E-D-A-D, or Z for Canadians.
Yeah, Zedad.
Zedad. And its confines shall go all the way to Ziphron, and to the village of Enan. These shall be the limits on the northern side. From there, its limits shall be measured facing the Estonian side, from the village of Enan as far as Shechem. And from Shechem, the boundaries shall descend into Riblah, opposite the fountains of Daphnis. From there, the boundaries shall pass through, opposite the Estonian, to the Sea of Chinnereth, and shall extend as far as the Jordan, and, at the furthest extent, shall be enclosed by the Sea of Saul. You shall have this land, with its borders all around. And as Moses instructed the sons of Israel, saying, this shall be the land which you shall possess by lot, and which the Lord has ordered to be given to the 9 tribes and to the half-tribe. 9 tribes? Weren't there like 12? Or like...
Probably a few died.
Can you look at the... You made the pie chart, right?
There was very much 12, yeah.
So, apparently, 2.5 tribes died. However, the fuck you define a half-tribe? Is that a tribe where there's only men or only women? What? What the fuck is a half-tribe?
It's half of a tribe. What part of it do you not?
Okay, and what's the... Fuck off.
You get a tribe, and you have it. What's stripping you up here, boy?
For the tribe of the sons of Reuben, by their families, and the tribe of the sons of Gad, according to the numbers of their kinships, and also 1/2 of the tribe of Manasseh, that is 2.5 tribes, have received their portion across the Jordan, opposite Jericho, toward the Estonian side.
Tribe of halflings. They all just spontaneously became midgets. It's still the same quantity. They're all just midgets.
Was just like, I'm bored. Entertain me. Squish.
Midget origin story ?
And the Lord said to us, Moses, hey, good that you're already drinking.
I'm way ahead of you. I can't. I'm like way ahead of the Bible with my drinking.
These are the names of the men who shall divide the land for you: Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun, and one leader from each tribe, whose names are these: from the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh; from the tribe of Simeon, Samuel the son of Amihud.
How funny is Jephunneh though?
Well, je or je is French for I. So it basically means I'm funny in bad grammar, which true, I am pretty damn funny.
Oh.
From the tribe of Benjamin, Elidad, the son of Chislon. I don't think we've ever had Chislon mentioned before. From the tribe of the sons of Dan, Buki, the son of Jogli. Is he related to Mowgli? Of the sons of Joseph, from the tribe of Manasseh, Haniel, the son of Ephod. They put a lot of effort into that.
Oh. Oh, you're just so fired at this point.
I am on fire, you're right. From the tribe of Ephraim, Kemuel, the son of Shifton. From the tribe of Zebulon, Elizaphan, the son of Parnach.
Is he also a fan of Eliza?
No, let it go, Terrace. From the tribe of Issachar, Peltiel, the son, Peltiel the leader, the son of Azan. From the tribe of Asher, Ahihud, the son of Shilomi. Why did I expect you to find this funny?
Shlomi.
Shlomi, but I hardly know me.
I thought you know me pretty well.
Actually, I really don't. I actually don't know much. He doesn't choose to share that much, which I respect.
No.
So, no, I don't know that much about him, honestly.
Oh, poor me.
From the tribe of Naphtali, Pedahel, the son of Amihud. Wait, wasn't there an Amihud mentioned before? Hold.
Alcohol went down the wrong hole.
Samuel is the son of Amihud. And then also Pedahel's son of Amihud. Okay, maybe those are two different Amihuds, because who knows. These are the ones that the Lord has ordered to divide the land of Canaan to the sons of Israel. Numbers 35. And the Lord also spoke these things to us, Moses, in the plains of Moab, above the Jordan, opposite Jericho, in case you forgot where the Jordan is or where the plains of Moab are, even though we mentioned that like hundreds of times already.
I got some rum because I ran out of moonshine.
Don't talk about moonshine.
Why?
Don't talk about white wine.
Well, I don't have any
I'm on a straight line to these. Fuck. Don't talk about moonshine. Ah, there. I'm gonna find lies, sick, twisted, strange kind. There we go. There. Close enough. Oh, wait. It didn't. It's a song. It's a song. Moonshine from Hardcore Superstar. Which lyrics? Whose lyrics are? Its lyrics are whatever. Don't talk about moonshine. Don't talk about white wine.
Wow,
Actually, pretty decent song. Not amazing, but pretty decent. Lord spoke, said blah blah blah. Instruct the sons of Israel, so that they may give to the Levites from their possessions cities as dwelling places with their surrounding suburbs, so that they may lodge in the towns, and so that the suburbs may be for cattle and bestonians of burden. The suburbs shall extend from the outer walls of the cities all around for the space of 1,000 steps. Facing the Estonian, there shall be 2,000 times 18 inches, 457 millimeters. Oh yeah, right. Basically, we replaced several units of measurement with units that sane people actually understand. So there shall be 2,000 times 457 millimeters. And facing south, similarly, there shall be 2,000 times 457 millimeters. Toward the sea, also, which looks out toward the west, there shall be the same measure. And the northern region shall be bounded by equal limits, and the cities shall be in the center, and the suburbs shall be outside. Now, from the towns which you shall give to the Levites, 6 shall be separated for the assistance of fugitives. What? Fugitives? What the fuck back then? What? for the assistance of fugitives, so that he who has shed blood may flee to them. Oh yeah, so you can just give a home to all the murderers. You know what? Why not? Also, I gotta stand up for these fugitives.
Wow.
And aside from these, there shall be 42 other towns. That is, altogether 48 with their suburbs. And concerning these cities, which shall be given from the possessions of the sons of Israel, from those who have more, more shall be taken. And from those who have less, less shall be taken. Each shall give towns to the Levites according to the measure of their inheritance. The Lord said to us, Moses.
Yeah, of course he did, yeah.
By the way, the great thing about this drinking game is there are no set rules for what you're drinking, so you can dose it to whatever. If you're like a very casual drinker, just have a sip of beer. If you're an alcoholic like Terrace, just have a pure shot of vodka. Vodka? But I hardly know her. Terrace is hurting internally now. Sky just used ton. It's very effective.
I hope you choke on whatever you're drinking.
These nuts?
Yeah, that one.
Or these nuts. Speak to the sons.
I fucking can't.
What did you can?
I can't.
You can't some corn, I know. No, I am the Lord your comedy. The Lord said to us, Moses, speak to the sons of Israel, and you shall say to them, when you will have crossed the Jordan into the land of Canaan, discern which cities ought to be for the protection of fugitives who have shed blood unwillingly. Oh, sorry, I stabbed you in the genitals by accident.
Oh no, not again.
In the genitals, once again, of course, a reference to the Bible. A very great book. I highly recommend you read it if you want to have some serious brain damage.
Brain damage.
And when a fugitive is in these, the kinsmen of the deceased shall not be able to kill him until he stands in the sight of the multitude and his case is judged. Then, among those cities which are separated for relief to fugitives, 3 shall be across the Jordan, and 3 in the land of Canaan, as much for the sons of Israel as for newcomers and sojourners, so that anyone who has shed blood unwillingly may flee to these places. If anyone will have struck someone with iron, and he who was struck will have died, then he shall be guilty of homicide, and he himself shall die.
Wow.
I just imagine somebody just has like some kind of frying pan or something and just smacks someone on the head and they die, and then the frying pan just bounces back and kills them.
Can I also point out as the first use of the word homicide?
Correct. I was also thinking that, but I thought it's not that important to mention, but you are most certainly correct. I agree. It is the first mention. I have a question. Somebody that killed someone else, is that person a homicider? And can you drink them?
That's so fucking bad. If there was ever like a top 10 list of your worst fucking jokes, that's definitely on the fucking list.
Don't worry, Terrence, you're also on the list.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I am the largest Skytus.
Oh my fucking god.
If he will have thrown a stone, and he who has been struck lies dead, then he shall be punished similarly. If he who has been struck with wood passes away, he shall be avenged by the blood of the one who struck him. How does that work? So if you smack someone with a branch, the person dies, then you will be avenged by the blood. So, like, that person has AIDS, so now you get their AIDS, and it's like, ha-ha, get wrecked. How do you get avenged by someone's blood?
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Avenged by the blood of the one who struck him. I guess it just means the family.
Anyway.
I guess it just means the family. So hey, if you kill someone, their family is allowed to kill you. But I still find it funny that the blood ripples are just like, ha, I'm gonna give you AIDS.
Very understandable.
Where the fuck would here? The close relatives of the deceased, oh yeah, that we have the explanation, shall put to death the murderer. As soon as he apprehends him, he shall put him to death. If, out of hatred, anyone assaults a man, not a woman by the way, or cattle, or animals, because who cares about those? Anyone assaults a man, or throws anything at him with ill intent, or, while being his enemy, strikes him with his hand, and so he has died, the attacker shall be guilty of murder. And the kinsman of the deceased, as soon as he finds him, shall cut his throat. If, by chance, and without hatred or animosity, he will have done any of these things, and this has been proven in the hearing of the people, and the questions have been aired between the one who struck and the close relative, then the innocent one shall be freed from the hand of the revenger, and he shall be returned by this judgment into the city to which he had fled, and he should stay there until the high priest who has been anointed by the holy oil dies. What? Okay, quick recap. So if you kill someone basically on accident, hold on, I need to stay in frame. It's just comfortable over here. Okay, shut up. So basically, if you kill someone on accident or without the intent of killing them, if you just by accident kill someone, then the innocent one, so you, shall be freed from the hand of the revenger, which would be the family of the one you killed, shall be returned by this judgment into the city. So basically, you kill someone on accident, you flee to the city, then you get your court hearing, and then after that, you return to that city that you fled to, and then you have to stay there until the high priest, so basically the judge, dies. Which is quite a long time, but hey, at the very least, you don't have to die, I guess. If the one who has killed has been found beyond the limits of the cities which have been assigned to the exiled, and he has been struck by him who is avenging blood, he who killed him shall not be harmed. What? If one who has been killed has been found beyond... Oh, so if you kill someone and then you're not in one of the refuge cities, and then you get killed, then yeah, sucks to be you. For the fugitive ought to have resided in the city until the death of the high priest. Then, after he is dead, the one who has killed shall be returned to his own land. These things shall be a perpetual ordinance in all your habitations. The punishment of a murderer shall be based upon testimony, but no one shall be condemned upon the testimony of only one person. You shall not accept money from him who is guilty of blood, and he shall be put to death promptly. Exiles and fugitives, prior to the death of the high priest, are by no means able to be returned to their own cities. Do not pollute the land of your habitation so as to stain it with the blood of the innocent. Neither is it able to be expiated in any way other than by the blood of him who has shed the blood of another. And so shall your possession be cleansed, while I am abiding with you. For I am the Lord who lives among the sons of Israel. Terrace? I am the Lord, but not I am the Lord your Skytus?
Well, you remember the new rule, if you have to ask, then it means you need to drink.
I was about to say it would be like half a drink, but yeah, sure. Numbers 36.
No. False. That's inherently false. You cheeky fuck.
I think it is that time of the stream.
It is indeed that time.
I am so sorry to every single one of you. No, just kidding. I'm not sorry. I don't fucking care about you. You are so fucking dumb for watching this. You are the most maybe I should.
You might want to not. This, if there's ever a stream where you shouldn't insult your viewers, is the one stream where you got a bunch of new viewers.
Hey, half of them already knew me from Chris' stream, and they know that I just exist off bad puns. Like, if I watch someone else's stream, I hardly ever speak in chat other than for bad puns. People know that. So if you come over here and you don't immediately bail out after the raid, what were you expecting? Like, seriously, you should know me by now. I don't know what to tell you. you YouTube this to yourself. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and find somebody to raid. And also, we will be back next Saturday, hopefully. Harris?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, so unless something comes up on short notice, next Saturday, once again, the same time. So that would be about 2 hours, 10 minutes from now ago when we would have started. So whatever that is for your time zone. I also stream on Mondays, but that is something different where I just play through some game. Currently it is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, a game from the makers of Dark Souls. So if you're into that, come back on Monday evenings. Also, you can scroll down below the stream and find the schedule, which I think should be converted to your time zone. But hey, if you want more Bible, Saturdays, that's where you'll be able to catch up.
Or YouTube.
True, or YouTube if you want to catch up on previous stuff. If you want to talk about any of this, I have a Discord, !Discord. Terrace also has a Discord if you just want a place to hang out and just, drop around. Those two are an option, !Terrace for that. Yeah, !YouTube if you want to catch up on all the previous streams. Twitter for a lot of puns, like an unfathomable amount of bad puns. I mean, you've seen it today, but just even worse. As I said, I aim for just 1 pun per day. So, go have a look over there. Or don't. It's up to you. But hey, Twitter is probably the best way to incur some serious brain damage. Harris, anything you have going on? Okay, yeah, so if you want to do that, do ! And you'll find. I think that about sums it up. We need a raid target because there's not many people live right now. And by not many, I mean about 1 person who's streaming in a different language, so you won't even be able to understand it unless you happen to speak that language, which I don't even speak myself. So I'm open for suggestions. Preferably a Christian stream. Anyways, yeah. Only Danny was here so far. Raid us. Wait. Us. Oh, you and... Oh, yeah, right. I get it. Not a Christian. RIP. Well, I guess that only leaves off with 1 option. So, I don't think I have anything else to say. Yeah, join Terrace's Discord. He needs some social interaction. I mean, he's on here, so he clearly desperately needs it. So,
Hell.
/raid. Yeah, I'll be back on Monday evening, as I said, with some Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Otherwise, next Saturday, hopefully. Okay, and now for chat, yes, I saw that you all chatted up. Biden is the leader of those who abide. Thank you for that pun, Cat Peasant. It's great to see that somebody else is also punning. You're welcome for the stream. I'll see you around. Is Ryan the god of Twitch raids? Meh. I get the joke, but meh. Why not? I missed the context. Welcome back, Nago. Yes, you did miss. It was, depends on who you ask, really. It was amazing, but hey, Terrace, how was it?
I want to die.
What do you want to die? Do you want to die some fine twisted linen with Scarlet? Maybe twice?
Someone please, like, send me a lot of money so I can hire an assassin. Scarlet needs to be stopped, and I have a strange feeling that the responsibility falls to me.